So, uh, your question is, there are many fake gurus, there are many false gurus, and there is a genuine guru. There is a saying in spirituality, guru will find you when you are ready, right? So the example you gave, Lalita, is there was a guru in Japan, which actually happened. He had thousands of followers. At the time of 2012 or 2000, year 2000, he declared to all his followers, the world is coming to an end. Those who want to go to heaven, all come with me, will commit suicide. So that all of those come, they're first come, first serve. So all will go to heaven together. And many of them committed suicide, which happened. So now the question comes, there's also saying in many of the places, you have to be very careful in selecting a guru. So when you select a guru, you select according to your vasana and samskara. When guru selects you, he selects you based on your vasana, your evolution. So that's the difference. So Lalita, when a person selects a guru, he selects based on his vasana and samskara. Okay? Right? A guru or enlightened being is beyond the comprehension of the ordinary. It's just impossible to tell who is enlightened. Why? Because an enlightened being, no external characteristics, because he has no internal characteristics also. Inner raga, dvesha is gone. Inner characteristic of vasanas are gone. Then what external characteristics do you have? External, there's no dress, there's nothing which show, unless he wants to show. Right? Otherwise, he's an ordinary person. So I was conducting a class. There, one lady used to come and sit silently. So everybody else will ask question. This lady doesn't ask question. She is from Hyderabad. So initially I thought she is shy of asking, or she doesn't know this thing. Many women don't ask questions in a group. So then one day I talked to her. She said she lost her husband when engaged. And then she came in contact with one spiritual organization where they do meditation. She started meditation. She lives alone. And many people come to her to sit with her for meditation and listen to her talk. She is a wise woman, whether enlightened or not. But in a group of 10 people, she looks very ordinary, You can't find out whether who is wise and who is not wise. Otherwise, you can find out. Wise, it's very difficult to find out. Wise man is difficult to find out. Otherwise, he'll show off. I'm wise, right? Wise person don't show off. So, a real wisdom you cannot find easily. I had met one Swamiji who told me about a story. The Swamiji comes from, he lived in the Himalayas. And this is a story personally told by Swamiji. He lives in Himalayas. He was wandering all over India. And he went to Kerala. In Kerala, there's a yadna, big yadna. After yadna, there's a yadna prasada. People have to eat lunch, food. So everybody is eating food and gone. So then what I call it, angel means leftover. Leftover is there. One woman, one lady with all torn clothes. The clothes are torn. She is coming and taking leftovers. So the Swamiji was there in the organizing committee. He saw this lady. She didn't come for the food. She came for take leftover. So then immediately he brought some food and clothes for her, fresh clothes. Amma, take this. So then lady looked at him, smiled at him. Who is Amma? Is this body Amma? Are you giving clothes to me or my body? So much of peace was there on her face. So, where you will find the wise man is very difficult. You can find in a beggar, right? So actually, I lived in a place called Davanagere. There was a Swami, famous Swami. It's called Tipperudra Swami. Okay, Tipperudra means he is found near a gutter. So in such a bliss, he can be anywhere. So it's very difficult to find who is wise. Otherwise, you can very easily find with their dress, with their beard, with their shape, with their talks, with their jazziness, with their list of followers, you can find. And typically, the otherwise will always have a famous personality as their followers. Big people, right? You have heard of one person called K in, I think name is K in UK. $2 billion is a business empire. He is a Swami. He is not a Swami. He is a young man who says spirituality. All big personalities are his followers. And there's a lot of this thing is going on about scandals about that. So what I mean is attracting people, all those things is you can need a dress. But a wise person does not want to attract people. Why will you attract people? What a purpose? He doesn't dress in a way it will attract you. Right? It is said that Bhagavan Dattatreya, right? Bhagavan Dattatreya, this thing, he was a Avaduta. And whenever he goes, a lot of people used to follow for some blessing. He got fed up of people who are coming for Artha and Kama. So he wanted to escape. So what he did, he took a liquor bottle and started spending time with women. Now most of the crowd reduced. A wise man, how he behaves, you can't understand. Finally, who was Parshurama, was really seeking a guru, found Dattatreya, who is drinking liquor and with women. So wise man is very difficult to find. Okay. Wise man you can find only when your original reality has reached such a wisdom, where you can find out who is wisdom. wise. Otherwise, you can find only otherwise. So if you select a guru, you'll find otherwise, because you'll select based on the vasana and samskara. So one person had come to me for my classes. He came to my 2-3 classes. Then after that, he disappeared. Then somebody told me he came to a class thinking that if I touch his head, okay, he will get a vision like Ramakrishna Paramahansa touched the head of Vivekananda, and he'll get an enlightenment. So I touched his head and nothing happened. So then I said, neither I am Ramakrishna Paramahansa nor is Vivekananda. So what will happen? So we are looking for a guru of our mental image. Understand? Where will you find the guru? It is like a primary school kid trying to find a PhD or Nobel laureate as a teacher. Then if you ask the question, how do you find Nobel laureate? What is his qualification? How will I explain Nobel laureate? How do you explain a PhD? By his dress or by his understanding? How will understand primary school kid to understand the understanding of a Nobel laureate, PhD guy, right? So only way human beings have say, okay, they look at the dress, they look at the followers, then they'll say, oh, this guy is a great man, based on the followers or dress, or probably some jazz pop around. Real wise wisdom, how do you find out? One day I was conducting a class in a temple. It's in South Canada. One room. Some 10-15 people are sitting and listening to me. Suddenly there's a lot of noise outside. A crowd, big crowd. Okay, everybody's doing with bhakti, lot of devotion, following. One big person. He looks like 100 kgs, a big stomach, no shirt, big malas. This is like beads. This is size beads. Some 10 different malas and basma, kumkum, jata. Okay, he looks like well fed. Okay, and so many people follow. I wonder what is happening. They said he is a great astrologer. So people, if you look at any astrologers in TV and all, they'll have some dress, the way peculiar dress, right? So, which Gnani will have such peculiar dress? With Gnani will show up, he will take it. So, you can find a scholar. So, you can find this scholar has studied so many scriptures, okay? Or he has come to this university. You can find a scholar because of his qualification, right? You can find an astrologer because of his qualification. Or you can find some Swamiji with this dress, saffron dress. But how will you find a Gnani? How will you find a wise man? There are no external characteristics. Right? In fact, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he used to sing and dance in the Kali temple. The Calcutta city, which is a little bit away, there's news that there's a madman who has become pujar in Calcutta. In fact, Gnanis are considered madmen also. Ramakrishna, to listen to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, only handful of people listen to him. Other people don't go because he's a madman there. So Gnani's external behavior or Gnani's internal state, you can't find out. Right? That's the problem. In my guru, Ajja, right? Okay. He's an old man. Ajja means old man. That's a grandfather. Typically, a Swamiji will have Swami such and such Ananda, such as a Brahmananda, such as Paramananda, some name designation will be there. Ajja is not designation also. Hey, Nani cannot be designated also. They will be called as Ajja, Amma, Baba, something they will be called. They will have no big names also. Right? So from name of the Swamiji you can find out. Puri, Giri. The Puri means somebody who stays in the Puri city. Giri or Saraswati. Saraswati means a scholar. Some qualification will be there. Oh, he belongs to this ashram. Which ashram Gnani belongs? Which dress he will wear? Or what is his inner character? How do you know? It's confusing. So when I went to my guru, all right, myself, my wife, my 2 children, and my friend and his driver came inside. So there's a man who is lying on the bed. Old man. He must have been around that 85 type. All torn shirt, torn dress. Anybody will think that he's more like a beggar sitting, sleeping there. For me, he looked like a Parabrahma. I did namaskara. My friend who comes from a corporate world, Murthy. Okay. What is this place? Why are you coming here? Okay. So that Ajja started shouting, abusing us in Kannada. They started abusing. So now, my friend and driver, they got worried. They ran away. Then the Ajja calms down. I invited you people, myself, my wife, and my children only. Why did you bring those people? I chased them away. See, they ran away. Like that. And Gnani will chase away people who are not qualified, not evolved to receive Gnana. So, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, one day looking at it through the window, suddenly started hiding below the bed. Then people, she asked him, why? That Seth is coming, he's asking me for blessing for money. Right? So Ramakrishna is looking for people who can receive Gnana. This guy is coming for money. So then Baba Nityananda, Ganeshpuri. Ganeshpuri is a place in Bombay, about 40-50 kilometers away. And only olden days, 1950s, people used to come by train, change a lot of vehicles and go there to Ganeshpuri to seek the blessing of Baba. And when people come, Baba will take the stones and throw. You have come for money. Go. He is looking for somebody who wants to do Gnana. No, there's nobody. But still people take the stone and do worship. They get some blessings. And sometimes he doesn't even talk to people. He'll sit in the back and looking at the wall. People look at the back and go back. So, a Gnani's behavior is where we can't find out who is Gnani. He can behave like a madman, he can behave like a beggar, he can behave like an ordinary person, and no extraordinary signs will be there. So, how will you find your guru? Because you have a concept of guru with such a big beard. So, there's a general principle I say in spiritual, right? The depth of enlightenment is proportional to the length of the beard. So, people look for a big beard to find a Gnani. They build up. So, from the corollary to that, women cannot have beards, so women cannot be Gnani also. It's like that, people have a lot of thumb rules in life. So, with your mind focused on the outer, how will you find a Gnani? You can find a scholar. I want to learn music, you can go find a music teacher. I want to learn scripture, you can find a acharya. But somebody who is Shrotriya and Brahmanishta, how will you find? And how will he accept you as a Shishya? That's also another problem. Right? How will he accept? Why will he accept you as Shishya? Alright? He will accept your Shisha only when you have the evolution level to qualify, meet him. Otherwise, he will not accept your Shisha. So, Swami Chinmayananda wanted to have a guru. Swami Shivananda told him, you can go to Gangotri to meet, what's his name? Guru. Taponanji Maharaj. So, that time 6 months of walk, because Himalaya has no vehicles. He'll go there in the cold, he'll go and does Namaskar to Taponanji Maharaj. I have come to become your Shisha. Who told you? Swami Shivananda. Did he give a letter? No. Go and get the letter. So, he comes back after 6 months. Again, next year he has to go because 1 year is gone already. So this time he takes a very carefully letter and shows to Taponanji Maharaj after 6 months after. Taponanji TS list. I wanted to only test your sincerity. Then he says, one condition is there in my ashram. I'll talk only once. You have to remember scriptures. Okay? If I ask a question, you have to answer anytime. I will not repeat. Whatever I told, whenever I ask, you have to tell back. Are you ready? Otherwise, I will throw you out. Like the conditions is put. Why Jnana is put condition like that, and why Jnanis behave is very different compared to a scholar, a Swami, a monk, or a yogi. Okay. The reason is simple. People who are qualified for Jnana are very few. Not all people are qualified. Right? So, can everybody get admission to IIT? No. Everybody cannot get admission to IIT. There will be an entrance test. A Gnani, what entrance test he will do? Finally, he needs some qualified people. He is also interested in students, but qualified students. Entrance test here, what entrance test can do? Because he doesn't wear a dress, he doesn't show off, right? So even the students who come, they may not be qualified. One person came to Ajja, my Guru Ajja. He brought a coconut and banana. Typically, when you meet a Swamiji, right, in a monk, you take a coconut and banana. All right, you offer to Swamiji. He thought this man is a great. Ajja takes the coconut, breaks it. This part, then he breaks. Okay, this guy is shocked. Why you have come? I have come to your blessings. Take the blessing and go. The coconut. The blessing is coconut for him. Take it. The blessing is Jnana. He is not ready for Jnana. He has come for a Swamiji. So, the gurus have many ways of testing the quality of a student. The gurus have many ways of qualifying the student. Right? Otherwise, they are not accepted. Because it's a waste of time. This person's vasana and sanskara are not ready for Jnana. So, it is the guru who will catch you. You cannot catch a guru. If you catch a guru, you'll catch a guru with your own vasana and sanskara. Right? That is called, there's a saying in Kannada, Chora Guru Chandala Shishya. That means, if somebody has a wrong mind, you'll find such a guru. A thief will find a better thief as a guru. Your vasanas and samskara will find only that type of guru. Right? If you select. If guru selects you, enlightened guru selects you, he'll select only proper person. Are you clear? So that's why it is the guru appears in your life when you are ready. But how will I meet my guru? That's the question. Because you will not meet your guru. Guru will cast a net. A fisherman will put a net in the sea. Right? Some fish will come into that net. Okay? If 100 fish are there, so 5 fish don't come at all. They run away. Some 95 fish fall. Out of that, 80 fish are very comfortable with the net. Some 15 fish want to escape. They'll try to jump out and escape. So Guru is only interested in that 15 fish. 5 fish who don't come, they were not interested. 85 fish who are comfortable with the net, he is not interested. Only 15 fish wants to escape. So the fish who don't come into the net are called Nitya Muktas. They're already enlightened. They're already free. They're not interested in any Guru or anything. The fish who are trapped and comfortable are in Maya, Samsari. They don't want Jnana. Even if you give Jnana, it comes from this year to this year. It won't go. So what is the use? Right? So there's no use. It'll come from here, this year. So Guru is not interested in that also. Guru is interested in some 15 fish which are running out. They're trying to jump. That means they want to get out of the net is the Maya. So those who want to get out of the net, he is interested in 15 fish. But how do you do? Fish didn't find fishermen. Fishermen found the fish. He put a net there. right? So Guru finds you if you are ready, right? Casting a net is called. The Guru has a way of casting a net. So the casting net is typically is a visiting card of Guru. Okay, right? Guru also has a visiting card, but that's magical. So the casting net means you put a net, some fish will fall, some fish will jump away. So I also cast a net through internet. I don't want everybody to come. Okay. I want to come only people who are very spiritually, some level of maturity. Other people I don't want to come. The people that get scared when my lecture is 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Okay. Those who are not very ordinary interested, they will not even talk. They will touch it. They are the fish. Huh?
Lectures are not 1.5 hours to us, they are 4 hours.
4 hours lecture and all. So they're all interested then. Somebody asked me, why don't you make some, what is it, shorts? Shorts means I'll catch ordinary fish. Those are superficial. So I create intentionally big talks. Okay. Those who are able to see some wisdom here, at least they are qualified. Okay. Other people get dropped out. So I have a entrance exam, IIT entrance exam. Like IIT qualification mechanism. Those who are getting attracted by spiritual teaching, I'll ask, did you listen to this thing? Okay. Oh, okay, fine. This guy has listened. Okay, did you find meaningful? That means this person is fallen into net. That's called casting the net. So you can't catch Guru, Lalita. Guru will catch you one day. Are you clear?
Got it. Very clear. Very clear, Guruji. So, but those who, like the ones you gave an example, like which had happened in Japan, that means because of that vasanas, it had happened.
Their vasana and samskara. Their vasana and samskara. I'll give you another example, which also really happened in my class. I was doing a class in South Canada. One person walks in, very big, very majestic, with the Nama, with the Rudraksha Mala. Okay, then people all give respect to him. He is a very spiritual person. Okay, so then he sits in my front of me and he says, it is very difficult for me to meditate. Then what happened? When I meditate, I fall asleep. Who are you? He's an Ayurveda doctor. So then I said, doctor, please don't take food before meditation. No, I don't believe in all this. You mean what? When my guru says something, I believe. Then I asked, other people said, he's a great person, spiritual. He left his profession. For 6 months, he wandered in Himalaya to find a guru. Okay. He says, I didn't find any guru at all. How will he find a guru? Because he has a imagination of guru. This beard, this one, or some magical power. I didn't find a guru. Then I came back to the village. I found my guru. How? A guru came in my dream. Who is the guru? He told the name of a guru who was died about 150 years back. My guru is great. If I say, I'll meditate. He gives an example. How great is this guru? And I'll tell you, I'm telling you a real story what has happened. He says, one day one patient came to me. I gave him penicillin injection. The patient started fits. He got in fits because of injection reaction. Then I prayed to my guru, put my hand and pulled out his tongue. The patient became all right. See, grace of my guru. Oh my God. I was really shocked. You are an Ayurvedic doctor and you are giving penicillin injection to that fellow. Yes, my guru gave me. My guru tells me in intuition. I have to give penicillin. Okay. So, sir, any doctor, allopathy doctor, if you give penicillin injection, they'll get test dose. No, my guru didn't tell me. See, we have our own imagination about guru, our own fantasies. Either you find real guru or fancy guru based on your fantasies. But only a genuine guru will find you because he's not interested in followers. He is interested in seekers who are really mature. So, Lalita, please understand, you cannot find a guru. It's like primary school finding a PhD person.
I understood. Because they usually say, you should find a guru who is from a guru parampara, where they have these pictures of gurus.
That is the way of safe way.
Safe way, okay.
Safe way. It's like traditional. It is like this, Lalita. What happens is, a A wisdom has no boundary. Okay. You can go to a guru who comes from a tradition. Let's say tradition of Advaita or some tradition from his master he has learned. He is good in scriptures. He can tell very good about scriptures. It's like what he called what we call as he's good scholar. Okay. That means he gives authentic knowledge based on his tradition. Is it clear to Lata? Compared to people who don't have background, so you get authentic knowledge from a traditional master, right? That's why Guru
Yes,
Parampara is
Guruji.
important.
Yes.
Okay, but the problem here is a guru has to be Shrotriya and Brahmanishta. Shrotriya means he should be well versed in scripture. Brahmanishta means he is realized. A person who is coming from Guru Parampara, whether it's Brahmanishta, we don't know. But it will be Shrotriya. At least you'll get some authentic knowledge. But for your realization, you need a enlightened being who is Brahmanishta. How will you find Brahmanishta in a parampara? We don't know. But at least you go for a authentic knowledge. That's where you find the guru, right? You are finding the guru because there's a characteristic, there's a parampara, there's a dress, there's a teaching. So that means you are found a acharya. That acharya is Brahmanishta, we don't know. Realized you don't know. So if that qualification, if you go, Ramana Maharshi doesn't fall into any of category. He is not a tradition, not a monk. You don't find my Guru Ajja in any category. But he is Brahmanishta. So
Yes, clear, Guruji.
Brahmanishta you can find only with your good karma. Otherwise, if you are able to go by characteristics, you'll get a good jnana. No doubt a traditional Guru Parampara will give a good jnana. But will you get a wisdom? That depends. Are you clear?
Yes, yes, Guruji, clear.
You have any questions?
On this topic.
On the same topic or different topic?
On this topic.
Okay, on this topic, anybody has a question on Zoom or somebody sitting here? So the question you are asking, there are two parts to the question. Many people worship and do puja for enlightened beings. And they say that enlightened being guides us. So the moment you say enlightened being or somebody who is attained parinirvana, they don't have a gross body or subtle body or causal body. They have no individuality. How can such a person, how can such a being guide? That's one part of the question. Second part of the question is many people speak of Babaji, who is guiding spiritual seekers on the path of Kriya Yoga. And I see many people, Kriya Yoga, people are focused on some miracles and body level. Why, if an enlightened being like Babaji is there, why is not leading to Jnana? Next question. And why Babaji has still a body? If he is enlightened, there will be no question of gross body, subtle body, or causal body. So these are the three questions. Right? The answer for such a question is first, a enlightened being or Jivan Mukta means his individuality is gone. There's no more any individuality left. His gross body, subtle body and causal body, causal body and subtle body dissolve. Causal body dissolves when he gets jnana. When he gets jnana, causal ignorance is gone. The causal body is gone with jnana. Subtle body will go at the time of death. Gross body will also go. So that means he has no concept of body. Then how come many people are worshipping enlightened beings and they're getting wisdom? So there are two types of people. People with vasana and people without vasana. Or people who are really seeking for jnana. I came across a person, a lady, who says Ramana Maharshi comes and guides her every day. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. She is able to see that Bhagavan every day. He tells her everything what she needs in life. What all she tells? what time I have to go, what time I have to dress, where I have to go. All those things are told. So, are you able to see Bhagavan here? Yes, he's sitting there. With the eyes, he's able to see. Now, did Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi anytime teach you self-enquiry? No. He teaches only ordinary things. That means your mind is projecting, your vasanas and samskaras are projecting that state. One category, when people say, Guru is guiding me, their vasanas and samskaras are guiding them in the form of Guru, imagination. People have fantastic imagination. Right? So that's one category. Your vasana and samskara are projecting on the cosmic, on the enlightened being, and then you think you are getting a guidance. And you will get guidance only with respect to what you know. Your vasana samskara. Higher wisdom doesn't come. Inspiration doesn't come. You will have a mundane, ordinary life. That's one category. Right? Your questions are how enlightened being can guide. When you are projection of vasana and samskara, you will get answer to that effect. So similarly, people get answers in the dream, all the places. These are all called visions. But a vision can be genuine or fake. A genuine vision, even a momentary vision, has an ability to transform your life. Your life will not be same. Okay, your asana and samskara, what vision comes, your life will be mundane. Yesterday what you are, today also you are whatever. A genuine vision can change you from artha and kama to dharma, from dharma to moksha. It turns you. That's a genuine vision. That's a higher mind of functioning. Right? So higher mind functioning, lower mind functioning also can give a vision. A higher mind function can give inspiration. Now, there are some genuine seekers who seek guidance from an enlightened master, who is mukta. So then, the master can guide them, but the guidance doesn't come from the individual called master. The guidance comes from Ishvara himself, Bhagavan himself. So they have become one Ishvara. Now Ishvara appears to them in the form they worship to guide them. Okay. So the guidance comes from master for these people, but guidance comes from Ishvara in that form of the master, Bhagavan in the form of master. For these genuine seekers, Ishvara gives the guidance. That's why there is a saying in spirituality, Ishvaro Guru Atmedi. The Guru who gets in your life is none other than Ishvara coming in the form of Guru. Ishvara only has to come in the form of Guru. Otherwise, how will you get the Dana of Atman Dana? A person who is already in Maya cannot give you. So a person who has gone out of Maya is none but Ishvara only. The Ishvara only comes in the form of body to give you. Right? So that is the answer. Answer is either it can come from Vasana and Samskara, which will be lower level, or a Bhagavan Ishvara blessing them in the form of vision. These are the two ways somebody can get a guidance from the enlightened master who has left his body. First question is answered. The second part of the question is we have heard that Mahapatar Babaji, who is more than 2000 years, is still living and he is guiding his seekers. So, why Mahapatar Babaji is teaching Kriya Yoga? Kriya Yoga is a set of practices, and finally, will they get Jnana or don't get Jnana? I see many Kriya Yoga people who are stuck in various levels of practices. Level 1, level 2, level 3 practices, they are stuck. So the answer here is, I won't answer the question whether Babaji is living for 2000 years or not. It is a belief system in Kriya Yoga that Babaji attained or realized attained a siddhi where he can live as a light body, then appear at will for any disciple. And he is taking care of Kriya Yoga teaching. We will not question that belief system. We will say that is true. And especially in Kriya Yoga, people living for 100 years, 200 years is very common. I mean, long life is very common in Kriya Yoga because Kriya Yoga is mastery of the prana. So long life is a part of Kriya Yoga. So that way Babaji, as a Kriya Yoga master, lived for 2000 years, will accept it as a face value. So now is Babaji guiding the Kriya Yoga system? Yes. Lahari Mahasaya, Paramahamsa Yogananda, many people spread the Kriya Yoga tradition all over the West. Now the challenge here is from one master to disciple to next disciple, the teachings get diluted. The original teachings will not be there. Right? It is like as children, we played a game, a telephone game. The children will standing in a queue line. Somebody will utter something in the ear of other person. Next, he'll tell the next person, next person. Finally, this person started with something and he started Huli, means tiger. And then finally it becomes Ili. The whole thing gets corrupted in the process of transmission. So in any tradition, from one generation to other generation, there's always a tendency to dilution and loss of the wisdom. Right? So there's somebody said, when you go to a guru, you have to go to a traditional guru who's come from a tradition. So tradition guru will preserve the tradition in terms of knowledge, if he has preserved it. But wisdom is different from knowledge. Right? He is a wise man, we don't know. So knowledge transmission can happen, but wisdom transmission, whether it happens, we don't know. Right? So that way, in any system of yoga or anything, there's always, from one generation to other generation, there can be gap. In one master to his disciples, there can be gap in understanding. Okay. So that way, what Babaji taught and what finally people receive, is there a gap? I don't know. Okay. And there's always a great benefit or tremendous wisdom is there when you interact with Babaji or Enlightened Master directly. That people will miss. They'll have to listen to some person who has come in the lineage. That's why everybody in the lineage of Kriya Yoga will claim that I am directly related to Babaji. Babaji only came and told me and all. So like that, they say. So we will not question their authenticity. Finally, what makes the difference is whether they are getting enlightened teaching in an uncorrupted way. That answer is a question mark in any tradition. Right? That's why time to time, enlightened beings come, wise men will come, and they'll start teaching free from all this tradition and all this what knowledge is corrupted. They'll give their own view. That's why yada yada dharmasya glanil bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmam sajam. Dharma or teaching, everything gets corrupted over generations. So whether Kriya Yoga is a system which will lead you to full jnana, yes, it has a system. It's a system of practices. Unlike jnana, which is direct, Kriya Yoga is a system of steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Each of them step requires a mastery. So whether Kriya has a built-in system of teaching full wisdom of enlightenment, yes, it is there. But whether everybody reaches it or how many people reach it, I don't know. That's a question and answer. Answer your question. So when Babaji guides, yeah, Babaji is the guiding spirit, right? Okay. Babaji is the guiding spirit, like Krishna is the guiding spirit for Bhagavad Gita, Sanatana Dharma. But how much of people follow in Bhagavad Gita today in the world? Right? So Sanatana Dharma is guided by many rishis. There are guiding spirits, right? Even today we speak of Shankaracharya, Sri Krishna. So wisdom is available, jnana is available, knowledge is available, wisdom is not available. Wisdom is not available easily. So to transmit any knowledge, two things are required. Shrotriya and Brahmanishta. Shrotriya means knowledge. Brahmanishta means wisdom, wisdom of enlightenment. Both should be there. You can find transmitter of knowledge. Can you find the transmitter of wisdom? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Right? So then there was another part of the question what you asked. What is it? Huh? Yeah. So whether Kriya Yoga is a system to lead disciples to enlightenment? Yes, as a system. With so many series of steps of practices. Unlike Jnana, which is more based on inquiry, which it leads directly, whereas Kriya Yoga is gradual progression is there, improvement is there, perfection is there. It's fair enough. Okay. And there are a lot of miraculous things, siddhis. Is it a system which involves perfection? Yes. There's another challenge with all these systems. So Jnana is an open book. Jnana is available everywhere. Right? Somebody writes a comment on this Jnana, that one. Jnana is open system. But many of these yoga systems are closed systems. Okay? So each system, each master says it takes an oath of secrecy. I'll not teach the technique to anybody. It's a closed system. It's a closed group. It's not openly available. So you don't know what happens within the closed group, what teaching goes, how much of wisdom is flowing. We have no idea. Right? Each student of any yoga system takes an oath of secrecy. I will not teach anybody. So in that process, it's a closed system compared to Jnana, which is open system. So in a closed system, how much of wisdom and how much knowledge transmitted, how many people of course, people will be getting benefited. How much of that happens, we have no understanding. I'm not telling about Kriya Yoga system. I'm saying about any system which is closed system. So what was the other question in this for you? So what happens in people with their vasana and samskara? Vasanas, they project master, then they'll get into a lot of trouble. I'm saying there's a Ishvara guiding in the form of master is one thing, a higher mind. Whereas your lower mind projecting something is very different. I got a letter from one person in Bombay. He says, I'm a deeply spiritual person. I am I want to get married. Is there any problem? Spirituality marriage? Okay, you can get married. Now, what is the problem? He says, there is a problem. I'm 54-year-old. Okay. Still, you can marry. Somebody is divorced here, somebody can marry. Another problem is that I don't have a job. I don't have a job. I'm 54-year-old. I still want to marry. This is the real question which I got on the email. So then I said, why did you marry? See, I'm follower of such and such a guru. Okay. The guru told me not to get married. What kind of guru tells not to get married? I don't know. So where is the guru? The guru is there 250 years back. That means he is projecting what guru says and he is doing it. His own vasanas. So then, can I get married now? So I said, if your guru is saying, ask him. So I'm not able to get a clear answer. Then I told him, see, in this imagination, what guru says and what imagine, I told him, a living master is very important. At least go and ask, go and become a disciple of some Shishya in his tradition. A living human being will give much more clear answer compared to your imagination. That's why it's important, said. A living master is important. Otherwise, we'll put our own vasana and samskara on the teachings. Right? So this is the problem. So how much of the visions are vasana or samskara based? How much of visions are real? You're not able to say. Somebody comes and says, my guru guided me. Then we will not know whether it's a real vasana and samskara or real guidance. But one criteria is that if the real vision has happened, the person's life will be changed. But we cannot say. Is he ultimately he has to, the person who has received it has to know. Anybody has a question on this? Goes next question. Next continuation of the past one. Okay.